Hello, YouTube and possibly Instructables if I get this uploaded. Um, Today I'm going to show you guys my Bluetooth door lock and show you guys all the parts necessary to make it. I'm going to give you guys a brief overview of how to make one of your own, but I can't give you guys any measurements. I will give you guys my code on Instructables and maybe leave it in the description of my YouTube channel or on this video. But I'm just going to give you guys a brief overview. I can't tell you guys exactly how to make it because I'm not sure if you guys have the same door lock, the same servos, same hardware I have. So, yeah, I'll just show you guys what I have and how you could possibly try to do it your own. You'd have to have different screw holes and different lengths of plexiglass or, stuff like that. But I'll just show you guys what I'm using so you guys have a general idea of how you could do your own. So there's three main things you need for this. You need Arduino, a servo, and a Bluetooth module. Right here I have the HC06. A lot of people use the HC05. I haven't noticed a big difference. I'm not sure if the HC05 or the HC06 is better. Not at all. I haven't tried either. I haven't tried the HC05, that is. I tried the HC06. And excuse me. It does exactly what I need it to do, which is just receive messages of serial messages from my phone and send them to the Arduino, which sends them to either the servo or the SSR. This is you need the servo if you want the door lock. If you want a light, if you want to do the light section, let me just grab a screwdriver. If you want it to control your light as well, you're going to need an SSR or some kind of relay. Probably an SSR is not the best way to go, just because it does flicker. Lights will flicker on an SSR, and it has something to do with the wave. I'm not 100% sure. I think it has something to do with the wave of the AC in and out, and the Arduino noise, the radio noise that the Arduino picks up. I'm absolutely not sure. But every once in a while, when the light is off, because currently the light's on, but if I turn it off, it'll flicker. You can kind of see it right now. Okay. There are probably some forums out there how to fix that or do something else like that. So that you need the SSR for the lights or any other devices you're trying to power that have a AC voltage of 120 or more. I don't know the state you're looking at, or I mean which country you're looking at this video from. I'm currently, I'd say I'm happy with this so far. It does exactly what I want. The only thing I would do differently is make it look prettier, because right now it's just like a bunch of wires everywhere. I'd probably put this in a big project enclosure and have the enclosure mounted either on the wall, either inside the wall in a box like this, inside the switch box, not actually, yeah, either the Arduino and the PCB or the breadboard, whichever you use, because I'm using a breadboard right now. It mounted inside the door, and I would have like the buttons mounted onto the switch. What's it called? The switch plate. I would have the switch plate with two like little buttons on it or something like that. So the Arduino is connected to. I'm just kind of going with the flow here, trying to make sure I get everything into this video. So we have two buttons down here, which are just connected in standard ways. You would connect a button to an Arduino. I'll have a little circuit in my Instructables as a picture. Hopefully I'll be able to add that. And there's a light, the indicator light. Oh, sorry. The buttons are connected to digital I/O, and then 5 volts and ground with the pull-up resistors and stuff like that. I believe I'm saying that right. There's two momentary buttons. One controls the light. You can see it gets a little dimmer every time I push it. One controls the lock, which is the servo. And it's a little tight fit right now. I'm probably going to have to adjust that too. But every time you push the button, it will cycle through the servo. You got to push the door a little bit, or else there's a little too much friction for this one right now. But every time you push the button, it cycles a lock or unlock, and the light just tells you it's unlocked. You know, be wary of what you're doing in your room, or be wary of. Damn, sorry, that sounded bad. Or just, hey, the door's unlocked. Don't go to sleep until you lock the door or something like that. I like to sleep with my door locked. Not that I don't trust the people in my house, just how I like to go to sleep. And then the Bluetooth module is connected, not at the moment to any current devices, but I can easily hook it up to this is a beater phone. I just have this phone for in case my phone right now dies. Or breaks, that is. This I'm actually recording on my phone right now, and on the on Android devices like this and my current phone, there's a program called Ardroid. I'll try and focus on it. I'll spell it out in a second. It's ARDUDROID by TechBidder. Yeah. Basically, that allows you to send serial data from the phone to the Arduino and connect to the device or the HC06. And see, I'll just go into connect, go into the settings of just push your settings and connect to Bluetooth device. I know the screen's really blurry, you can't barely see anything. Connect to HC06. It'll tell you HC06 or HC05 or whichever Bluetooth module you connect to. And you can see the blinking light that was on the HC06, because this is the HC06 right here. It stopped blinking and it's solid now. That means that it's connected to a device. And right now I have it set up to, whenever I send serial data, I'll send a Q and that'll unlock the door, or I'll send a R and that will turn on and off the light. For some reason, I can't send just one Q. I have to send two Qs, or else it won't receive the data, or it'll receive it, but it won't do anything with it. So I need to send two Qs. Sometimes 3 Qs. I've rarely had to send 3 Qs. I've been using the system for a while too. Okay, so I'll just send the data and it'll lock the door. Or probably not the best idea to lock the door. Probably better to just lock the door and then have it unlocked. Okay, so the door is now locked, and I'll send the data from the Bluetooth device, which is my Android phone. And there you go. Well, sometimes you gotta push it a little bit. The servo isn't quite connected the right way, or the way I would like it to be. It has a little bit too much resistance on it right now. I think it's just because the door doesn't close properly, but or just because the frame is a little, the frame's really like iffy. But if you have a better locking system, I'm sure it would work better. And another thing, on the other side of the door, I have just a regular door handle. It's not actually connected to anything at all. The only thing that it's used for is because the screws to mount this piece of plexiglass to the door, I needed something sturdy to connect it to the door without having any bolts on this side or any nuts on this side. For security reasons. I don't want someone, let me just take a screwdriver and unscrew his doorknob and then boom, I'm in. I got the servo connected just like a regular servo to any Arduino, or you would to any Arduino. Actually, it's running off of the 5-volt rails, which is probably not the best thing to do. I'm sure it'd be a lot stronger if I used the 12 volts going off of the power supply. straight to the servo and then control the signal with the Arduino. Probably that'll be in the next iteration of this, or the next revision of this, that is. That's pretty much it. I guess you guys will see the wiring diagram, and you guys will know how to wire everything up exactly. But this is just kind of like a brief overview. The power supply I'm using currently is connected over here onto a surge outlet or power surge protector. It goes over the door. Sorry, I'm on the floor. It's kind of a weird angle. It goes over my closet door, which is this door. This one. Goes over that door, goes between them, and then goes over the door that leads out to the living room. Goes over that door, comes down. Currently, oh sorry, it was only retention holding this. Just a little bit of tension on this was holding it onto there, right there. There to the door. I'm gonna add a staple sometime if I leave the Arduino right here, and it's just connected to what do they call it? I think they're called banana plugs or something. I'm not sure, but this is just connected straight to the DC power in on the Arduino. This is an Arduino Uno, if I didn't mention before. It's 12 volts, 1 amp. That's pretty strong, or strong enough to rotate the servo. So I guess it's pretty decent. This is just tack switches, a regular LED. Oh, the flickering to the SSR was helped a lot by this resistor right here. Let me just try and focus. There he goes. Yeah, it was helped a lot by a resistor in between ground of the Arduino to the ground of the SSR. Yeah, that's I guess things that I would do differently, or I plan on doing differently. I plan on having a project enclosure either in the wall or maybe even in the attic right above my room or something like that. And then wire down like the SSR through the walls, so there's no wires sticking out like that. I would definitely, if you were not so electronically inclined, or you didn't know anything about wiring, I wouldn't attempt to go through the walls, because it's definitely a little bit more difficult, and there's more risk that you could accidentally grab the wrong wire and maybe short circuit something, or it would just break, or it would just trip the breaker in a house. But if you accidentally grab something and after you've turned off the breakers, you thought that line was cold, it could be hot and electrocute you. I mean, by hot, I mean powered. And this is just two wires going up to over here to the Arduino, that is. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This is just a standard servo, like pretty much any other servo. Actually, this is continuous rotation, which is probably not the best decision. They draw a lot of current from the Arduino. It'd be a lot easier just to use a 180 or what are they, 270 degrees servo. Yeah, I think that's it. Kind of been rambling for a bit now. Thanks for your time. The description will be a link to my Instructables, so you can possibly see this project. I don't have any. I only have one other project on Instructables, and it's kind of lame, because it's just 3D print this, so. Thank you. And if you live with your parents, just kind of disclaimer, not liable if you shock yourself, or if you're renting somewhere and you take off something, or make a hole in the wall and you're, yeah, I'm not liable for any of that. Just a kind of a disclaimer. Don't want to get in any trouble. I'm only 17 years old, so definitely take safety precautions when taking on this project, because you're dealing with 120 volts AC or 240 volts depending, or 220 volts depending on what country you're in, and I do not want to be liable for anyone's death or even serious injury. So please take precautions when pursuing this little room automation or Bluetooth control room. Thank you for your time. Again, check out the Instructables.